Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, so let's continue. What do you want to say, Scott? Yeah.
I was just going to say that I know we all saw it, but I was just saying 93 and 92% was the Rotten Tomatoes thing. That's all I wanted to throw in before we went off air the other time.
Yeah.
Now I'll go see it again. Now my like I said, my view may change, but right now I thought it was a good movie.
I won't go see it again.
I just want to point out.
Like I said, I might go see it on a certain phone, but I wouldn't.
I just want to point out. I one of my friends tonight just went to see it, and I just saw his Facebook reaction. And he says, and I quote, "Spider-Man: has
Wait, Chris.
fuming. Are you fucking kidding me?"
Wait, repeat that. We lost what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, one of my friends just got out of Homecoming, and I saw his Facebook reaction, and he's pissed. He says, "It has me fuming. Are you friggin' kidding me?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go with him tonight, so I didn't influence his opinion, by the way.
By the way, word of mouth is growing despite the overall consensus that we see on. So word of mouth will spread this week, and the movie will drop, and people that are like all these sites are trying to be like, this could be the most crazy money-making movie ever in the history. No. There's going to be a big change when it hits Friday.
It's a 1 week. I will say it's a 1 week movie. It's a 1 week movie because Planet of the Apes next week will pretty much sweep it and knock it either 2 or 3.
I disagree with that. I think that War of the Planet of the Apes is going to do well. I think it's probably going to take the #1 spot. But I got to tell you right now, I do not think that this movie, I don't think Homecoming is going to go away anytime soon.
Well, it's not going to go away because the movies after Planet of the Apes ain't that spectacular. So it could stay spectacular. I just realized what word I used.
Girls Trip, woohoo.
I mean,
which looks interesting.
The Atomic Blonde. I mean,
Dunkirk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, nothing against those movies, but
they're not of the caliber. You just say it. They're not of the caliber of this movie, basically.
I mean, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, I doubt will be ahead of Spider-Man. Although, or I doubt the Emoji Movie will kick Spider-Man's ass. But strange things have happened. Isn't the Emoji Movie a Sony movie anyway? Isn't Emoji Movies a Sony movie anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That comes out the 28th.
So if
we got Atomic Blonde that same week too.
Just imagine if Emoji Movie knocks Spider-Man out of the water, then you would see a strong thing about spacing between movies knocked in their own. Yeah, there would be a thing about that. You would see best not to release another Sony movie in the same month I'm pretty sure Homecoming's going to be #2. But the third week, we don't know. And how much of a drop? I mean, what if everybody tons of people go see War of the Planet? What if it's just like ridiculous?
Well, I mean, it's certainly possible, but I mean, I definitely think that it's going to take the #1 spot. But my thing is, though, it's not going to come in and completely obliterate Homecoming. It's just
well, let's here. Look, here's my box office analysis perspective. Despite me hating Spider-Man Homecoming. So I'm going to get the thing up, and I'm going to do my figuring and realistically figuring because, let me just get it up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is where we stand. Right now, Spider-Man Homecoming estimated to have in 257 million, right? So what will it do? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Keep in mind that school is out. So a lot of people are going to be going to the movies on Mondays and Tuesdays because kids are out of school, most of them. It should be 420 million by Friday. I guess. Maybe. I don't see it being a problem getting to 500 million. I think when it starts to get to 500 million, because again, overseas numbers could be another 100 whatever next week. I think once it gets to like say 560, then it's going to be a significant, massive drop. And again, if it doesn't reach 700 million, they're going to lose their shit, despite it being a success. So, again, you don't want to have this saying that this is the lowest money-making Spider-Man of all time, because realistically, if it doesn't beat Amazing 2, 708, it will be the lowest money-making of all time. And again, that is not a title, even though it is in the MCU, that's not something that will get this guy a second job, this director and writer. So I'm telling you right now, yes, there's going to be a Homecoming 2, but if it doesn't beat Amazing Spider-Man 2, that guy's fired immediately. And they're going to get somebody that's going to be completely changing the dynamic of Homecoming 2, where he's going to have the Spider-Sense.
No, wait. Don't say that yet, because you're going to set yourself up to think that that's the way it's going to be. If they do that, you got to remember, they can't just come in and change him completely, because he was in Civil War, he's in Homecoming.
They're not. They're just going to say, oh, there's a Spider-Sense that came into play.
If they do that, they might go in there and say, no, write him the way he is.
No, it's not going to be that way, Chris. I'm telling you right now.
But if you're speculating on that with no evidence to back it up yet. So don't do that yet, because the movie just came out.
All right. Spider-Sense will be in the second movie.
I agree with that.
Spider-Sense will be in the second.
It's gonna be.
I don't know how they're going to have it kick over, but they are going to have it in the second. They're
going to say that the suit hindered his Spider-Sense. You're going to find out, just like in the comics from Civil War, that the suit did something to the Spider-Sense to hinder it, and that with the suit off of him, it just comes into play. Because if he has
surprised. I was still surprised that the Shocker thing didn't kick it in. That's what I'm still surprised.
I just think he gets out of the suit, he'll have the Spider-Sense. It will happen. It will kick in. Maybe it kicks in like with other things.
Yeah, but
whatever.
The Spidey sense is going to have to come in, because there's going to be protests. Like I said, I like the movie, but there is the protests from the fans.
I don't think this guy's getting it. I don't think this
Spider Sense.
Chris, you think this guy's going to be able to do the second one? This Watts guy?
I don't think that they're going to kick him off, but I think they're going to have another director for the next one.
Yeah, I don't think he's. He wrote it too, though.
I guess I don't know who wrote it.
But,
you know who might direct it? I mean, if he's not doing anything else that's like huge.
Kevin Smith.
No, I think that Jon Favreau could do it.
He's doing a Lion King.
I know, but I think maybe if they can get him to do it, I think he might. Or they'll get somebody. I don't know. If they're very happy with this guy, they might say, "Hey, come back, do it."
He's not coming back. I don't think so.
Well,
I could be wrong. I don't know that. But
if you ask me right now if I think he was coming back, I would say yes, because so far it's been successful.
We shall see. Yeah, so I don't think it's a problem reaching 400 million. I don't think it's a problem reaching 500 million. After, like I said, 560, then I think you'll see it not grow as much to 600 or 7. I honestly don't think it's going to stop. Because here's the thing. Every week it goes down regardless, no matter what, by the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So what will come out besides War of the Planet of the Apes that will give it a significant nudge on its ass?
Atomic Blonde.
No. Dark Tower, maybe? No?
No.
Annabelle? Annabelle, yeah.
When does that come out?
August 11th.
I think the movie will be. It won't be really that strong with the numbers anyway.
No, it's got to be something this month.
Dark Tower will be August 4th. Atomic Blonde. I mean, Valerian. You know what? Maybe Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets may
Well, I don't know if
Valerian looks
shocker
good,
there.
but don't think it's as strong. It'll be as strong as Atomic Blonde.
I don't know, man. It might be a shocker there.
I don't know if they just updated this
I didn't mean to say shocker like that.
box office mojo. But
What?
I mean, this movie already has 257 million.
Yeah, I know that, but that's.
So I mean, this is not going to have that hard of a time at this box office. It's not.
Well, I'm not saying it's a hard time, but to climb past Amazing 2, which is the lowest making, at 708.
I don't know why I say Dunkirk may kick Spider-Man somewhat, but it's either going to be Apes or it's going to be Atomic Blonde, because I really don't think Valerian.
Well, you know what? The only way I could really judge this more accurately is if I judge it by Transformers. Because I need to see the daily thing from when that day when it first came out. I can judge.
The Emoji Movie does not have the pull. It doesn't even have the pull.
All right. I want to judge it by this way, okay? Last night, on the 23rd of June, right, did 13,753,000, right?
Okay.
When you came to Mondays, the following Monday's numbers, it was 4,700,000. Tuesday, 5,600,000. Wednesday, 3,200,000. Thursday, 3 million. Friday, of course, it's higher because it's less from the previous Friday, which was 13 million, almost 14 million. So then it's like 4,875,000, which was 64% drop. Okay, so going by that, now let me just go back to Spider-Man: Homecoming. I want to go by the daily things. Okay, so obviously on Monday, it's probably going to be like high. It's probably going to be, let's say, it could be 18 million, right? Tuesday could be 16 million. Wednesday could be 14 million. Thursday could be 15 million. Friday's going to be probably at least, Friday could be 30 million because last Friday was 50 million, right? And then Saturday was 37, so it's probably going to be, let's say, another 17 million. So again, it's still going to be pretty high for number 2. Okay? But then again, the following week, it's going to start dropping off. So that it's going to be difficult to see. I mean, what do you think it's going to do next week, Chris? I mean, by next Sunday, we're at 257 now. Would it be safe to assume that it's going to be at 457?
Yeah, I think that or higher. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty fair estimate. Like, the least it will be. But then the following Sunday, maybe we'll squeak past 550. But then it's a question of, will it be stronger to get higher than 708 quicker? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It depends how much the drop-off it is, and I can't really judge it until I get the numbers in by next Sunday. I can't, or Saturday. I can't really. You could speculate to your heart's content, but I can't really do that because I don't know. It could be doing 20 million a day, like Monday, Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't judge it. But now, if you ask me, as much as I hate it, I don't think it's going to drop off where it's going to make like 3 million a day. No way. But I'm just predicting that it's not going to beat. I mean, it could beat Amazings 2, and then it could beat Amazing 1. Amazing 1 was 757 million. But I don't think it will ever beat any of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, which the lowest one is 783. I don't think that way, but we'll see. But like I said, if it doesn't beat any of the Spider-Man movies, then that should be a cause for alarm, I would think. No? Chris? There would be alarms, I would think.
What did you? I didn't hear what you said before. I'm sorry.
If Spider-Man: Homecoming did not beat any of the movies by a worldwide gross, I would think there would be alarmed.
I think that they would be concerned, but I don't think that they would make significant changes to it. Because again, it's part of the MCU, so they.
So in other words, it doesn't beat Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and it doesn't beat Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, which it would be the lowest making Spider-Man movie in history. That they wouldn't panic. No.
There's no reason to, because it's part of the MCU. If it's successful, this is what I think they're looking at it like. They're not looking at it like, oh, we need to beat these other movies. They just want to make sure if they make their ROI, their return on investment, if they make that back and they make more, they're going to be like, hey, he's in the MCU now. We're full steam ahead.
But the whole point is they're not making an investment off the movie. They're not making anything off the movie. Sony's making. They paid for it, but they're using it because he's in the MCU.
Right.
So in other words, Sony's making pure profit. They're not making a dime from it.
Well, I'm telling you, Disney's getting something from it.
Well,
they're getting something from it.
I mean, I don't know, man.
And personally, if you ask me, I think this is going to beat The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
2? 708. It's going to beat that easy.
I think it's definitely going to beat that. Unless, this is my thing, unless War for the Planet of the Apes is, like, Oscar-worthy fantastic.
Well, no, wait. Forget about the Oscar thing, because that doesn't mean shit.
I'm not saying. No, let me finish. I'm not saying that it's going to win an Oscar. I'm saying unless it's unbelievably fantastic, like we don't even know how good it is, then I would say, yeah, it's probably Spider-Man's probably not going to beat The Amazing Spider-Man 2 because this movie's so good. But as of right now, its opening weekend, $257 million worldwide. I'm telling you, this is going to be a huge hit.
War of the Planet of the Apes is going to make either $63 million opening or $47 million opening. That's going to be a significant jump. And I don't think that Homecoming is going to make that.
Make what?
That number for the second week.
Oh, no, I don't think it's going to make it for the second week, but I still think it's going to be a hit no matter what.
But if
it'll be number 2. They'll drop to number 2, and then when Atomic Bomb
it'll be number 2
comes up,
but it's just a matter of
after 3.
But see, even if it drops to number 2, War of the Planet of the Apes may stay number 1 for a while.
Yeah,
and then Atomic Blonde would be number 2.
At least 2 to 3 weeks, if not until September.
War of the Planet of the Apes could be the best-selling Planet of the Apes movie. Period. It could just be number 1 for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever.
That's what people are waiting for anyway. If you think about it.
There's not really else that they're waiting for at the moment. Dunkirk, not really. I mean, that's you know.
Oh, no, trust me, that's going to be big.
I mean, that will.
Nolan.
Yeah, I know that.
That's the movie which people want for historians and people who don't want to see superhero movies, and those who don't want to see sci-fi or horror.
Well, he's doing James Bond after Craig leaves here, right?
Oh, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I know we've been Spider-Man focused. Do apologize.
Like I said, I'll watch it again.
There's other stuff
My attitude may change, hence my comment on the side. But
I mean, I'm more than likely I'm going to make updates throughout the week about Homecoming because again, regardless of me not liking it and hating it, I still track the box office and we still report it here. So if it does a jump or it does a drop, we'll still be reporting it.
Look at the hate you got for disliking
Ghostbusters. Well, I didn't dislike. I didn't dislike Ghostbusters. I like Ghostbusters. Yeah, right. I know. Same company, by the way. But yeah, I know. Don't remind me. I know. Don't get a sequel.
Yeah, and those haters are still kicking themselves because of a certain thing it's getting too.
Well, a certain thing that's not confirmed yet. So let's just say that.
Listen, my book says. What does the Ghostbusters book says? Yes, the sequel's coming. All right, thank you. That's what it said. That's what Ivan Reitman said. I give somebody else said. I don't care what Dan Aykroyd said. Ivan Reitman said it. Damn it. No. I'm telling you, dude, I can't wait for that to happen because I'll be vindicated. All right. Anyway, where's my Ghostbuster hat? No, not my wig. What is that now? Joan Jupiter was here. All right. What else do we have? I wonder what Joey Jupiter thought of Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, God, Lord help us.
Or Joe Gotts. We'll have to find that out. But anyway, that would be funny. Let's see what else happened today. Oh, what's this thing about Justice League Steppenwolf toy photos?
Yeah, there were some toy leaks that show what he looks like.
Are we in the mood to talk about anything else, or are we just going to keep talking about
Spider? Why not?
Every time I hear Steppenwolf, I think of the band. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're the only one.
I can't wait to see a kid say, "I can't wait to have the Steppenwolf action figure for Christmas." I just want to hear that because I don't think I'll ever hear it.
That, then I'll go out and I'll buy a Steppenwolf and says, "Here you go."
I don't think I'll hear a kid even know what a I want the Steppen thing. They won't say Steppenwolf. I don't know. It is.
Well, I mean, if you see the deleted scene that he's in Batman versus Superman, it's basically the same thing.
Mm.
I mean, I don't dislike the design. I think it actually does kind of look cool. I'm wondering if this is going to be the villain that they should have in this movie.
Right.
It's going to be their doomsday pretty much for the second movie for this movie, and I'm just
basically
and that's what's gonna cause JLA movie not to do as good. I hate saying that, but they should have put Wonder Woman out for secondly, and then have BVS.
Well, Wonder Woman is still making tons of money. Just to let you know, I mean,
I love that movie.
Me too.
If I had a choice between seeing that one and Homecoming again, I'd pick
Wonder Woman's still number 4, so I could see Wonder Woman staying number 4, and I can see Spider-Man dropping below Wonder Woman eventually, because I don't think that's moving, really. I mean, it's $745 million worldwide, and daily-wise, it's still making $4 million a day, basically.
The fact they made her during the time of the First World War, that's what's also helping it, is the fact that they had her based during the Great War opposed to putting her in modern day. Because if they had her based in modern day, then I don't think it would have
well,
done.
Aren't they going to do that, though? Aren't they going to do that the next movie, modern day, or no?
Yeah, I've heard that the next movie.
If they did her introduction in modern day, I don't think it would have done as good. But
I loved it. I have no problems with the Wonder Woman movie.
That's why Wonder Woman works as good, because that was when pretty much around the time.
What about
technology works? And that's why I think that's what they should have done with the Green Hornet. They should have kept it based during his original era. And if they did that, the Green Hornet would have done. I wasn't going to say great, but it would have done better than what it did.
Well, we know that was a mistake that they didn't do that. But
because the Green Hornet is supposed to be great grandson or grandson of the Lone Ranger anyway.
He's connected to the Lone Ranger?
Yeah.
Green Hornet
is, yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. What about Han Solo? Tell us, Chris, what's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a huge amount of news. I know that this has happened for 2 separate movies. Apparently, someone is taking set photos and pictures and videos of the sets, obviously, and leaking them online. This happened this week with I think it was this week with Han Solo and Godzilla 2 as well. So I'm expecting that we're going to see some more security on both of those movies, unless this was
purposely
set up like that. Yeah.
I'm hearing that from what I'm hearing, the movie's in good hands with Kathleen Kennedy,
and Ron Howard.
And Ron Howard. I'm hearing good stuff. So I don't know if that's true, but I'm hopeful. Yeah.
Also, too, on that topic, apparently they are staying steadfast with that May release date.
Which, again, they don't want to change that because it would not interfere with Avatar, and they want to make sure Avatar is
No.
Right.
Avatar's not coming out next year.
No, but if they moved, well, wait, when is 9 coming out? That's 8 is coming out this year.
2018.
Then it won't
Yeah,
come
it
out
was
next
Han
year,
Solo.
right? And then 2019 will be 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But when does Avatar come out? In 2020?
I think so. Yeah. Wait, no, hold on. Actually, wait. I think Episode 9 comes out in May of 2019. Let me check because
Right. And then Avatar comes out in
right.
December.
Yeah. Episode 9 comes out.
Yeah, Avatar 2 is coming out in 2020.
Right. Episode 9 comes out May 24th, 2019. Right now.
Okay. And nothing's coming out that December.
Not that we know of yet. No.
Okay. Except for Marvel May, right?
I don't know actually. Remember, 2019 is supposed to be the next Avengers film. So.
Well, isn't the Avengers movie next year or no?
Yeah, but remember that they split it into 2 parts.
Yeah, but Avengers 3 is next year though.
Yeah.
Right. And then
2018. Yeah.
Right. Which I doubt we'll see Captain America in Black Panther movie. So he's probably moved out of it.
Yeah, Avengers, the 4th one is supposed to come out May 3rd, 2019.
Yeah.
So.
And how is it that now Wasp and Ant-Man take place after the Infinity War?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Because isn't that after the Infinity War?
That comes out next year, right?
I'm trying to, isn't it July?
They could be doing it out of order.
Yeah, I don't.
Which would be confusing.
Right.
Because I know that the Homecoming, that thing at the beginning that said 8 years later, I know that that's thrown a wrench into the timeline that people are trying to now move it around. Apparently, like the Avengers movie in that universe didn't happen in 2012. It happened in 2011, and it's really weird stuff.
Right. I mean, Homecomings takes place what year?
I thought it took place in 2017, but I guess that's not the case.
No, it doesn't. 18 it does.
I don't even think it takes place in 2018, apparently.
Well, it can't be, because if Civil War took place when?
They said 8 years after the Avengers. So if the Avengers took place in 2011, then that means Homecoming took place in 2019.
But when did the Avengers take place?
Well, now they're saying apparently it took place in 2011.
So originally the movie came out when?
The Avengers came out in 2012.
Right.
But apparently to make the timeline work, it happens in 2011.
Which would make sense because they filmed in 2011.
Yeah.
So it is 2011.
I'm assuming so. That's what I've read from the timeline. There was somebody who did a layout of the timeline.
I saw that.
And they said that.
But it still doesn't add up, though, anyway.
There are parts that don't, but they said that the timeline that makes the most sense says like the Avengers takes place in 2011.
The thing that doesn't add up totally is the fact that they mentioned Doctor Strange way before Doctor Strange came out everywhere, especially on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's like a damn paradox.
Well, they mentioned Doctor Strange because they were referring to Stephen Strange himself. They weren't calling him Doctor Strange like Doctor Strange, like we know him as the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, because Stephen Strange, you got to remember, was already famous before he became Doctor Strange.
So it's talking about, let's go see that famous doctor or whatever?
Yeah, remember in Winter Soldier how the guy says, oh, it targeted people like Stephen Strange. That's because Stephen Strange was already a very famous neurosurgeon in the MCU already.
Right, okay. Gotcha. So. Oh, I wanted to talk about this. I took a peek at the, you know what? I want to get it on here. We have time, right? No, the time limit just came on us.
Yeah. Yes, we're at 9. Yeah, we're at 9:50.
All right, so that we have time.
That's weird. I don't see the timer at all. That's weird.
All right, so there's a site that me and Chris confer on about the not box office, the comic book sales. And it's pretty telling how, like, when we do analysis on stuff. So the earliest I got right now is the May of this year sales. Now, of course, May we have Secret Empire #1 is the first #1 comic with Venom #2 spot, right? But what's very telling is that Amazing Spider-Man, okay, by Dan Slott is, where the hell is it? Okay, it's in 27th place.
Whoa.
27th place compared to where it used to be in the top 10. So, and I'm just going to say the 100th place, well, actually, 99th place is the infamous Iron Man, which is Doctor Doom in Iron Man's costume. Nobody likes it. It's in 99th place. All right? The Uncanny Avengers, which nobody likes, is in 96th place.
Damn.
Daredevil is 94th place. Black Panther is 92nd place. And sad because Black Panther movie's coming out. 90th place is Rocket, his own comic. 89th place is Invisible Iron Man. Spider-Gwen's now 86th place. Jean Grey's 84th place. Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider is 83rd place. I'm going backwards now, mind you.
Yeah.
Generation X is 80th place. Avengers is 78th place.
Damn.
Miles Morales Spider-Man, 77th place. Doctor Strange, 73rd place. I Am Groot, 71st place. Luke Cage, 66th place. Deadpool, 64th place. Spider-Man Deadpool, 63rd place. The Mighty Thor, 60th place. Captain America comic, while Secret Empire is going on, is 59th place. Okay. All New Wolverine, which is X-Men X-23, is 55th place. Old Man Logan, 34th place. X-Men, 33rd place. X-Men Blue. Generation X,
You notice something here. All the ones that are based on the original characters is doing well, pretty much, but or has something tie into the original is doing well, but the updated versions all suck.
Well, the main thing is that Marvel's not mostly in the top 10.
Yeah.
Like, they're getting their,
Gonads handed to them.
But handed to them. Let's go backwards to April, okay? And keep me surprised at the time, mind you.
You're at 6.
Okay. Secret Empire 0 in April was #1, right? X-Men Gold and Blue first editions were 3rd and 4th place. Let's see. Amazing Spider-Man was 15th place. So, yeah, it dropped the next month, let's go to see what the 100th one was here. Jessica Jones was in 100th place.
Damn.
Punisher, 96th place. America, that lesbian superhero from Marvel, with 95th place. Moon Knight, 93rd place. Oh my God! Like Guardians of the Galaxy, Dream On, 90th place. I mean, they're doing horrible. Monsters Unleashed. People hated that. Champions they didn't like either. In fact, I didn't even see Champions on the next chart.
I didn't know they were making Champions.
It's not. Thanos is 81st place. I mean, people are really fucking hating on that stuff. So, I'm glad, again, we heard all this stuff that these comics are getting canceled left and right, and it makes sense because if you're in 100th place or 80 or 90 or whatever, I mean, you should get canceled. It's not real, you know what I'm saying? It's like, not that everybody has to be #1, but you should want to be in at least top 30 or something, whatever. I mean, top 50 at least, but these books are just, people are not taking to it, Chris. They're not happy with the stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you throw the most ridiculous or almost the most ridiculous storylines into the comic and they go, well, why don't you like it? Then, I mean, people are going to go, no, this isn't the character that I like.
We're going to spend our money on something that we like, and that's why Rebirth and all these other DC things.
There you go.
Honestly, nobody wants Dr. Doom as Iron Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that, Marvel, but he's a great villain. He kills everybody. Just because he got a nose job by that Dr. Reed Richards in freaking Secret Wars, which I don't know why he did that anyway. Give him a nose, because you had no nose. I don't know, whatever. But you don't make you a hero, okay? Nose jobs don't make you a hero.
Just look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Whatever that means. All right. So, yeah, comics are going to be changing shortly because we're going to get the slice list that we're going to go through in a couple of weeks, me and Chris, and it's going to be very telling what the shape of Marvel Universe is going to be in the next couple of months, comic book-wise, which is what the well is, by the way. The well of plots and plans for the MCU come from Marvel Comics. So we're going to see if there's going to be anything worthy of movie potential in the well, because it looks like the well is going to be dried soon. But a lot of these comics just turn into crap. So, oh, and by the way, I heard that the Falcon is giving up being Captain America, going back to the Falcon.
Can't imagine why.
So I wonder why that's happening. Maybe it's because they turned him into a friggin' lunatic, raving political nut job. That I wonder what writer did that, by the way. But anyway, you know, that all Republicans are evil. Well, I guess the Republicans stopped buying the comic. Listen, you want to sell books. You can't be like, oh, we only want these people collecting our books, because then when you lose the money, you alienate and you kill your fan base, okay? Mm-hmm. You don't get political as comic books. You don't side one party. You don't bring that. You want to escape politics, so you go read the comic books. So don't like bash one, you know, don't bash one culture. Don't bash one race. Don't bash one political thing, because you bite your hand to feed your face.
Because people read comic books to escape, not
right. People then say, you know what, done, and that's what happened. So now he's not Captain America because the comic went in toilets, all right? Because you did that. And same thing like Thor, you know, they don't want a she-Thor. They don't. Maybe it may do good in some shops, but not overall. They don't want it. So now what do? You kill her off. That's
if you did her as like an Elseworld, like DC does sometimes, or What If, it would have done good. But they had to do this whole, let's do the major shift to male to female so we can try to improve our demographics and show that we've got diversity. Yay, diversity.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is going to be now, guys? They're going to be canceling all these female books now. That they just flooded the market with female books to try to make it more than men books. And guess what? Now there's going to be a fallout from that. Because you just...
Well, they're the fault. Then they're at fault for it.
Whatever sells. But you know what? You can't just change the whole universe like that. It needs to ease in. You like, you want to make new heroes. You want to do more. You can't just do that. People don't like that. I said that from the beginning, right, Chris?
Yeah.
We can't do that. People are in shock. And they're like, no. And that's what happens. And then when you lose money, you may go under despite being owned by Disney. Disney would step in and say, hey, wait a minute, who's doing this? So you got to cancel the book because they're not selling. So that's it, guys, for that. I'm going to drop that. Take care. Bye for now.